Good morning. We are off to a doctor's appointment. Like I said, this week is going to be full of appointments. And then I am going to go to, I think it's Patel Brothers, to pick up some stuff for my mother, I think. Depending on how late I'm in the doctor's office. Hopefully I won't be there long. But I'm kind of glad I'm going to this particular doctor now, being that this coronavirus thing is going. I just want to see what she says. As far as I'm concerned, it will be interesting to know. And I really don't want to go into this doctor's office because of what's going on. And I didn't bring any hand sanitizer with me, but I do have some wipes. So I guess I'll use that when I come out. And I do need to wipe down the inside of this car too. I did all the doorknobs and light switches and everything in the house yesterday. Nadia was like, "Really, Mom?" And I was like, "Yes, really." Now I just need to wipe down my car and make it a point not to touch things in public, which I already don't like to touch the ATM machine, and I try to use a stylus for that. Then also like the elevator, I always use my elbow, my shirt, or whatever. I try not to touch stuff in public. So that's nothing new. I was just watching Liz this morning. She's doing some crafty stuff, some painting stuff on her Patreon. And it kind of makes me want to pull out my painting stuff, but I still have that February art journal entry from last year that I started that I didn't finish in February. I'm finishing that thing this year. I might, when I go home, take this white shirt off and dive into the paint if I don't have any other work come in while I'm gone. So yeah, yesterday did the live stream. I always feel so awkward in those live streams. Like I don't know. Maybe if I just don't talk so much, I'll be better. I'll feel better about it. I won't even watch them back. That's how awkward I feel about them. It's like cringe. But I was watching one of my favorite crafters that I like to watch last night. And I was catching the replay of her live stream. And she doesn't really talk that much. I mean, she says what she's doing. And it's like she doesn't worry about being too quiet because she's really crafting or creating or, you know, concentrating on what she's doing. And I think I need to do that because I wouldn't be making so many mistakes if I wasn't running my mouth and trying to. It's a skill to do a live stream, craft, talk, respond to the chat. It's a skill. And it's a skill that I do not have right now. And yeah, so like if I didn't have to talk so much, or if I didn't feel that need to, then I would probably go live multiple times a day, sometimes when I have the time just to craft or create or make something. I would just jump on and do it, you know. But maybe I will, and stop worrying about trying to be chatty and communicate with the chat constantly and all of that. I'm still kind of like a fish out of water with all of that. So these people not playing about getting to work today. But they still got to stop at the light. So yeah, after the live stream, what did I do? Oh, I talked to my friend for a long time, and I made some cornbread because I had collard greens left over. So I put 2 bags in the freezer, enough for us to have with 2 separate meals. So I put 2 bags in the freezer, but I left enough for me to have for like lunch or whatever. So I wanted the collard greens for lunch, breakfast / lunch, and I didn't have any cornbread left. So I made some cornbread in the middle of the day. And I ate 2 pieces, and then I put the rest in the freezer. That way I'll just have it, because nobody else, my oldest son eats it, Julian eats it. So Nadia says she used to didn't like it, but she doesn't know why she doesn't like it anymore. She'll eat it, but I don't think none of them will eat it like I do with just collard greens and cornbread. So that's what I had for lunch yesterday, and I pretty much passed out sleep after that and didn't wake up until Nadia came home. I didn't even hear the notification letting me know that she was in the area from the app. All I heard was some keys jingling in the living room, and I jumped up and was like, Nadia, because I wasn't sure if it was her or Nate. And I was like, man. I was thinking when I laid down, I said, okay, I'm just going to lay here for a second. Because I was waiting on something on the computer to finish or whatever. So I was like, yeah, I'm just going to lay here for a second and rest. And pass right on out. But, even after I woke up, I was still dragging a little bit. But I guess that was plenty of sleep, because when it was time for me to go to sleep last night, I wasn't sleepy, and I actually got some posting done, some social media stuff done, and I actually scheduled some stuff for a change, which I'm pretty horrible at getting that kind of thing done. And so I finished all of that, posted a few videos, edited a few videos, and I think I went to bed about 1. Then I woke up around 4 something this morning, and then I went back to sleep. I didn't stay up. So, and I don't know if I still have the prints on my face or not. I try to massage them out in the morning. This morning I tried to really a lot. I probably need to get one of those jade rollers too. But I have a new mask for my CPAP, and it just covers like my nose and right here. So I'm not that good at adjusting the straps on that. I wore it for the first time last night, and I guess I had the straps really tight because I had big indentions in my face this morning. So I have to work on that. I'm not sure I like it. The reason why I got that one is because the one that goes like all the way up here and all the way around like that, it's scarred or caused discoloration on the bridge of my nose right there. So, and it was really sore in the beginning. I guess my nose toughened up and can take it now, and it caused like a little breakout up there and everything. I noticed that with the one I have now, it like smushes my nose up like that. So it kind of felt weird when I took it off this morning. So I don't know. I might switch back and forth in between them. But they also sent me the wrong hose for my machine. So I got to call when I get back to get the right hose, because I don't have all the right supplies. And then when I got up, I did finally watch some news. I saw what was going on with the political campaign, and I hope Joe Biden is ready for this, and I hope they give him some vitamins or something, because he looked better with I guess it was last night when he was speaking. He looked better than he had been looking, because he looked like, I don't know what, like life was draining out of him or something. So hopefully he'll have the energy to do this. Or same for Bernie, but Bernie doesn't look like the life is draining out of him. But yeah, so I was catching some of that. Kind of feel sorry for Elizabeth Warren a little bit. Yeah, I kind of feel sorry for her. And what's the other guy, Bloomberg? They're saying that just shows that you can't just buy the presidency or whatever. Well, I don't know. It's not over yet. So, anywho, I'm not going to talk politics on here or what I think. I'm just talking about the candidates. What else? Oh, I saw more about the coronavirus. I don't know. I think it's a mistake to just keep waiting and seeing and waiting and seeing. But I know it's all about the Benjamins, baby. So they're gonna like try to keep kids in school and keep stuff going as long as possible. I saw them talking about price gouging, stuff like that. Maybe there should be like a law against that. I mean, I know we're a capitalist society, but I think price gouging, it's illegal here in Florida after a natural disaster or whatever. I'm not sure if it's only natural disasters, but I know they talk about it a lot. Like after we have a hurricane, if people are price gouging, there will be consequences, legal consequences. So they were talking about people charging hundreds of dollars for Purell. Yeah, but how about getting some soap and water? I don't know. They said they were overcharging for soap too, which I find that odd. And I'm gonna have to work on not touching my face. I was watching my last couple of videos as I was editing, and it was like I'm constantly touching my face. That's crazy. See, I almost just did it, but okay. So I'm out of the doctor. I've made it almost halfway to Patel Brothers. I did talk to her about coronavirus and things that I should do, and she agreed that it was a good idea for me not to go to the gym right now. And she did clarify that coronavirus is around. It's part of the common cold. It's just this particular strain that they've never seen before and don't have anything as far as a vaccine or anything like that. But I didn't know they had a vaccine or anything for the common cold, do they? The way she said it is like everything that's out, they have a vaccine for. Anyway, so she told me things, strategic things to do, basically the same stuff that I've heard on the news and everything. But I did forget to tell y'all about my experience with taking my dad to get his procedure last week while I was at the doctor. And it took them a long time. I was there for an hour approximately. So I'm usually not there that long. But the guy that did the triage, he reminded me of what happened when I took my dad. So we went to the VA hospital to get the procedure done. And there was, I don't know if he was a technician or what his job was, because I wasn't allowed to stay back there with my dad. I just was back there up until the point they got ready to work with him. But this guy, he was complaining about somebody not doing something or whatever. And he was like a pimp. I mean, he had the pimp walk and the way he talked, and I think he was chewing gum. And I'm like, he had on the green scrubs and everything with the mask and all of that. He had his mask on his head. But yeah, I was like, really? This man is a pimp. My dad's nurse / technician, whatever, is a pimp. And it reminded me of it because the guy that did my triage at the doctor's office today kind of had that same pimpness about him. He wasn't as pimpish, but he had pimp vibes going on, and it just tickled me. I was like, okay, so the pimps have moved from the streets into the healthcare industry. That's interesting. But yeah. So I thought that was funny. My friend, I was telling my friend about it while I was at the hospital with my dad. She was talking about if there's no pictures, it didn't happen. But I didn't get a chance to take any pictures of him. But it was just so funny to me. He's around there with all those other straight-laced people, pimped out. Oh, and this doctor's office was a madhouse. It was packed in there. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to catch the cooties in here with all these people. When he called me back there to triage, I was so glad. I feel like I need to go home and just take an alcohol bath or something. Because there was too many people in there. Anyway, I'm back. I got all the stuff for my mom that she wanted. And I ordered a new hose for my CPAP machine because they sent the wrong one, so I did order a new one. And what else did I do when I was home? I ate some spaghetti squash lasagna. And I didn't really do anything creatively. Like, I did some stuff on the computer, but this is what held me up. I wanted to work in my art journal, and I also, this air blowing on my mouth is just drying my mouth out. And I wanted to also do some junk journal stuff. I wanted to record, but I wanted to go live. So this is what happens to me, and I end up not getting anything done at all. So I didn't do any of that. I sat there and looked at my art journal page and was thinking about how I would do it if I went live, because I would have so many gaps of me stopping, trying to decide what I want to do here, there, and everywhere. So I was like, no, it's probably not a good idea to go live. Then I was going to go live for my Patreon, which I still might do that for the art journal. Then I started thinking about, oh my goodness, I got to do Plan With Me's tomorrow. So I was like, but I also have an appointment tomorrow. So that's going to be like pretty much, I don't know how long that's going to take, but that's going to put a kink in my day. Plus, I'm going to be late doing my live tomorrow as well, which I have no earthly idea what I'm going to be doing for that. So I don't know, but that's what happens. It's like my head just starts going in a million different directions, and I end up doing nothing. I did get started on a little something though. I took out some old book pages, and I sat there and gessoed them. And then I took some tea bags that I saved from the other day when I made tea and put them in some fresh hot water. So I gessoed those book pages, and I'm going to tea stain them on top of the gesso instead of under the gesso, and see how that works. And then I'm going to make envelopes out of them. I'm going to start using some of those napkins that I've been collecting, and yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So that's like an easy, quick project. And then I have little bits of ephemera tucked away, stored away here and there and everywhere in these little envelopes, and I need to get them all together. Just so that I can see what ephemera I have, and some of it that I can use to make the kits for the journals that I've already made or have, or that are in the process of being made. So unorganized. Having stuff in 2 crafting areas has me feeling very unorganized. Even though I've moved most everything back into my main crafting area, I still have some things floating. So, and that's one of the things. It's like I don't even know what I've made, what I have, because when I was sick, I was just kind of, be in my room, in the bed, making stuff. And I really don't know what I made back then. So I need to find those envelopes and sort through those things. And then I have ephemera pieces from digitals that I've cut, fussy cut, and inked, and got them ready to be used. And they're like all mixed up with the ephemera. So I need to come up with a better storage and filing system for those things. But anyway, so today was not an early release day. They had testing in the schools. So we're going to be pushing it to get to ballet, get him to ballet on time, which I'm not really that concerned. I was pumping gas, and when I picked the nozzle up, gas just shot out of the nozzle all over my hand. So I had some wipes. I was going to wipe my hands anyway from being out there in the dirty old world. So anyway, I think that's going to be it for today, and I'll holler at y'all next time. Bye.